Hey, everybody. So, I am here today to talk to you guys about building your tribe. And I know yesterday I kind of touched base on it a little bit about building a tribe, but I'm going to be very brief tonight um, because I'm actually doing some work with a group at this moment. But I wanted to touch base with you about building a tribe because, again, collaboration is how we truly help our kids excel and succeed in this new information revolution, this digital decade. And so I think that it's important that we encourage our kids to spend time on TikTok. We encourage our kids to get into gaming communities. We encourage our kids to join virtual clubs where they can pretty much like quasi interview, right? Different people, not immediately feel like they have to be connected to everybody they engage with, but being able to start to identify in a more diverse environment opportunities to connect. I mean, I go into spaces on Clubhouse and there are thousands of people in a room. Sometimes I meet people, sometimes I don't. In other rooms, I develop deep relationships. You would think I knew these people my entire life. And our children need to be afforded the same thing, especially now in this pandemic related world. And even as some restrictions are being eased across the country and throughout the world, and things are changing around a little bit, it still doesn't take away from the fact that things are not normal and they will never go back to what they were prior to March of 2020. And so, with that being said, it's really, really important that we allow our young people to traverse in spaces where they can actually build those connections. And for the littles, because I know a lot of times what I'm speaking about tends to have reference points for our preteens and teens. For our littles, I think that we need to start like a movement of creating virtual play dates, like with people we don't know, like literally creating Facebook groups or like Facebook tribes where we find people of like mind and or our children of like mind and like interest, because sometimes the parents we can't even get along, but our kids would be perfectly fine together, right? So I would say an environment where our kids, if like I found some groups, my son loves Minecraft, and so I found some groups where parents had kids who love Minecraft, and so our kids could go play together in gaming environments. That works, right? But why can't it work in other environments where kids that like to paint, or kids that like to sew, or kids that like to engineer, whatever it is. Let's build communities around our kids' interests so that they can meet people around the globe that do the same thing and want the same thing, and they can communicate, and they can do Zoom classes together, and they can, be virtual pen pal best friends until the world gets to some semblance of normalcy at some point. I just think that this is a tremendous opportunity for us now to open up our personal borders. Normally, we only hang out with the people who live in our communities or in our family members' communities, and who go to our sports teams or whatever programs we are in locally. I think that the new normal is global friendships, global tribes. And I think that this is an excellent opportunity for us to expand ourselves and stay in this state of expansion and open our minds to new opportunities for not only our children, but also for ourselves. And with that, I would like to say thank you. Have an amazing night, weekend, day, whatever it is, whenever you actually engage with this this material. I just want you to utilize it as a resource because it will benefit you and your family tremendously. Open up your personal borders and allow your children to truly thrive and flourish. Bye-bye now.